Hello, Happy New Year to you, my viewers. Today we are going to talk about Soludo and IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu. Recently, Soludo said even releasing Nnamdi Kanu will not change anything. And for me, I think that is a very careless statement. Even though it might seem true or not, I don't think that statement is relevant now. And IPOB has gone further to respond to him. According to Emma Powerful, he said if Nnamdi Kanu was released and insecurity did not cease in the entire southeast within 2 weeks, he said IPOB shall cease to exist. He's trying to tell Soludo that the problem of insecurity in southeast is because of Nnamdi Kanu is being held, and that is it. Now, so the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has countered the claim by Governor Chukwuma Soludo of Anambra State that if Nnamdi Kanu is released, as Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, that insecurity, it will not end insecurity in the state. Soludo, during an interview on Arise TV, said, against the belief of many in the southeast, that the release of Nnamdi Kanu may not bring or may not end insecurity in the region. According to him, there have been crimes and criminal elements in the region before Kanu's detention. So IPOB replied back and, saying, if this insecurity did not end within 2 weeks of Nnamdi Kanu's release, that IPOB will cease to exist. They are trying to say Nnamdi Kanu is in command of the situation. That everything is pending its release. We are coming to look at that properly. So, according to the IPOB spokesperson, Emma Powerful, he said, if we are led to believe, as the governor inferred in his interview on Arise TV, that those allegedly perpetuating insecurity in our blessed land are doing so on the purport that they want Nnamdi Kanu released, would it not make sense, therefore, to seek his release and in so doing call the bluff of these misguided individuals, or at very least deny them any cover or legitimacy? And this is why the statement made by Soludo is capable of being misread and misunderstood as being in conflict with common sense. So he went further and said, if criminals are hiding under the name of Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB to commit any offense, then common sense dictates, common sense should tell Soludo or whoever is saying it will not end insecurity, that if he comes out and he says, let there be a halt, those hiding under him and perpetrating evil in the southeast, they will be easily exposed. So, for the governor to start as if he was preaching a new doctrine, Soludo has initially maintained, and he even went to Nnamdi Kanu's custody in DSS, and we saw the picture circulating. So why sudden twist? These are people who are putting spanners into something that is about to happen. Recently, we had Nnamdi Kanu could be released. There are negotiations. That's what we had. And okay. If I don't say negotiation, he said there are feelings. Nnamdi Kanu will be out. So for Soludo to come and make such a crazy statement, for me in particular, I don't think it's wise. Because from the federal side, they will and as if Soludo is, it's like affirming that claim that the Southeast leaders are the ones who are making him stay being held there. Because it's possible that the federal government, though the federal government had all the power, it's possible that the federal government will want to release him. But these governors, leaders in Southeast might be saying no. Now, let's properly look at this. The situation in the Southeast is complex. Here is IPOB stance. IPOB, led by Nnamdi Kanu, believes that releasing Kanu will significantly reduce insecurity in the region. They argue that many of the current security issues are linked to the ongoing struggle for Biafran independence, and that Kanu's release will remove, rallying point for those perpetuating violence. A lot of people are using Nnamdi Kanu's name in defense of, for the sake of the struggle, bringing violence to the region. Let me tell you, and I've discussed this with somebody before. We hear non-government this and that. I believe many of these people are not from the IPOB structure. I'm not trying to appraise those from the IPOB structure as if they are doing well or not. But a lot of criminal elements joined in the name of, so as to shield themselves. They kind of did a collabo. Criminal elements trying to cause, trying to shield themselves from being caught by security operatives. They aligned forces with some other people, and they said they are, they are protesting the detention of Nnamdi Kanu. And that is what Emma Powerful is trying to say here. Now let's look at Governor Soludo's view. Well, some people will say it is a more nuanced view. Earlier, he had acknowledged the desire for Kanu's release. Among, he's not just the person in the region that has done that. But look at what he's saying. He's pointing out that the criminal activities existed in the Southeast before Kanu's detention. And he's saying there are other factors aside Kanu being held in custody that are contributed to the current security challenges in the region. Now, here are certain things that are important to note. Multiple factors. The security situation in the Southeast is likely influenced by a variety of factors, including 1, there are political grievances, the desire for self-determination, and the perceived marginalization of Igbo people. 1. Then we have the criminal activity, the presence of criminal gangs and other criminal elements operating independently of the political struggle. Then government response, the action of security forces, including alleged human rights abuses, which may be fueling further unrest. So how is the Nigerian government reacting to this? Insecurity. The government is part of it in the name of quelling it. We've seen videos, soldiers open fire with rapid fire machine guns. Open fire on buildings, they are not seeing people. And these are supposedly where people are living. Soldiers open fire, spraying it as if, as if it's paint. Bullets. So, in rounding up, the fact is, the insecurity in Southeast will not totally disappear, but major part of it will disappear. If Nnamdi Kanu is released, major part of the problem is solved. Because, yes, the fact is that insecurity is in all parts of Nigeria, but that of Southeast is minimal. The case of politics also brings insecurity. Armed groups, different things, political unrest, and the rest of them. But it was heavily compounded the moment Nnamdi Kanu was being put in custody and they announced a sit at home. And in the process of protecting the sit at home, they'll tell you, if you come out, you receive woto. Meanwhile, those who are saying this, when trouble comes, they will say they are not the ones bringing the woto. Then we have the government also doing their own. Then we have external factors. So, but the major thing that compounded, because there are other things, other people that are hiding under, that they are trying to bring sit at home, because of Nnamdi Kanu's arrest. There are people who are hiding under that to cause violence and havoc in the Southeast. But I still maintain, releasing Nnamdi Kanu will solve a major part of the problem. It may not solve all because insecurity is everywhere, but a major part of the problem. But I don't expect Soludo to come out and make this kind of crazy comment right now. It's like watering it down. What is obvious that Nnamdi Kanu's release will really change things. Even though we still have to have this in mind, a lot of people are holding guns. And it is not easy to control somebody with guns, especially if the person does not belong to the recognized security forces. There are people who are holding guns who are, it's hard to, it's just like giving the monkey cup to drink. How are you going to collect your cup back? So that is it. So, but I don't expect Soludo to make that kind of comment. Thanks for watching. Please share widely.